Wish I was above the center of attention, but I'm not. I wish I didn't have to give in to the pressure. I'm posting pictures, trying to be someone I'm not. It feels just like I'm lying to you. I fake it, stage it, trying to live some perfect life. I know I'm wasting time, 'cause I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight. It doesn't have to be.
Well, hello. It is time for Workshop Wednesday update for the month of May. Welcome, May. Unlike April when it was snowing, it's a beautiful, bright, sunshiny day here at the gardens. Still under stay at home, so it's making things rather challenging. Yes, if we look over there, which would be right there, the tent has not been put up yet, but a number of things have been done, a number of things have been finished. So you're standing underneath the timber frame. We did finish that. How exciting is that? Put a link up there to the latest video. I think we're on day 20. I still have 21 and 22 or something like that to finish. But what's nice is in the spring, the flowers, they don't wait for anyone. So isn't that amazing? The crab apples are about ready to pop. The leaves are out. The grapevines are out are starting to come out on the lath house. So a lot has been happening. We will get to the shop at some point today. I am running around. I have to go pick up the mower, drop some things off at home. And if you're following along on the channel, you do know I've had a little extra time to be at home. I like it though. I'd rather be doing a wedding here. The bittersweet part of this week is our first wedding would have been this past Sunday, and in a couple of days, even though this is the Wednesday update, do remember I record this on Tuesday, so Tuesday before the Wednesday. So we're 2 days away from what would have been the Northfield area wedding fair. So really missing seeing all the vendors, seeing all of you, hi vendors, and missing tours. So we haven't had a live tour out here at the gardens in 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So I am missing some of you. And some of you I don't even know. Anyways, we're gonna do a little bit more filming around here. We will poke our head into the shop. I think, as I was mentioning, I always get in trouble because I'm all over the place, and finishing thoughts is always somewhat fun because there's just so much going on. We'll poke our head into the shop, but do remember that when things get nice, when I can start working outside, the shop takes second fiddle. So all of a sudden projects kind of just get left in there while I do the things that I need to do outside. And I know we're gonna check out the grapevines because the grape farmer's been working on those out there. Hopefully we get to the orchard. That snowfall in April really curtailed us getting to the orchard. Some cool things happening back there. Farmers are busy. There goes another tractor or two out on the road. Anyways, spring is here. We're gonna get through that. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. This is more about the workshop at the gardens, not so much the gardens, but do appreciate all of you following along as we have a good day here. Cheese. Cheers. Cheese. Cheese. Well, wedding in the woods is mowed. Most of the time, I'm told that I shouldn't be doing the mowing, that there's somebody out there that could do the mowing and it'd be faster and cheaper, but it's a task I'm not going to give up. One of my favorite things to do out here at the garden. I cover the whole grounds in 4 to 6 hours, so I see every square inch of this place, and there's nobody. Nobody that can mow it like I mow it. The only one that comes close is Tyler. Hi Tyler, you're watching, I'm sure you are. He gets to mow it when I can't, and that's it. Out here, wedding in the woods, you just saw that. Turning around, this is the hugelkultur. If you're not familiar with the hugelkultur, that's the original part of the hugelkultur right there. Here is phase 3. This is going to look much, much different when we get to the June update. As you can see, everything around here. There it is. That's Roosevelt. Roosevelt is the stump, the white pine stump that got moved. Long story there. At some point I'll finish the video and then you'll really understand what Roosevelt is all about. There was one couple, I'll keep their name. They came in from their 30-day walkthrough, and they came in from the woods, and they're like, I think they were talking with Chris, and like, Chris, do you know that there's a stump out there? And then Chris had to explain to him that I moved that stump out there. So, wedding in the woods. The fire department would not give me a burning permit because they said the DNR was not allowing burning permit, so the wildflower did not get burned, so we're gonna have to do some manual maintenance. That's okay, that's part of the gig. Here we are. Exactly what you wanted to see. The grapes. The grape farmer and his clan, his minions, his workers, I don't know what they refer to it as, have been out and been busy. Last fall, in one of the updates, you saw that the posts were put in. We pounded the posts in, and this spring they got all the wire run, and these are kind of cool. As the grapes grow up, these come off, and that's how you hold it, something on that line. A ton of work here, not all the way tightened up, but that's okay. Didn't talk about it that much in the opening. I know we'll cover it again a little bit. Last night, this morning, we had the coldest it's been recorded here, 26 degrees. So, yikes, it was cold, it was frost, so we haven't put any flowers out. We haven't done any of that, just all the things that are blooming here. But the grapes out here are popping, and it doesn't look like there was much damage on them. We'll see in a couple of days what it looks like. And because the morning was so much fun in the office, not really. Those are the mornings that kind of hit hard and take a big toll on the soul when we're trying to do this. I know there's wedding venues out there that are big corporations, big, huge things, lots of people, and it may not be their only thing. That's not the case with us. This is me and a handful of really, really important people that help make this happen here. So long morning, stressful morning in the office. So I was late getting the mower, so it's going to be another late night here working. But wow, yeah, doesn't that mowing look great? We're gonna head up to the shop, grab the chainsaw that's all ready, and this project is one that we're working on because we have a little bit more time right now. Cleaning up some of the dead branches in the pine trees. There's so many wonderful, wonderful images taken here of brides down the center. And with the grapes coming in, that's just going to be gorgeous. And this spot right here, you're going to have to tune in to June update and get the full what I'm going to be doing in this area and just kind of changing this whole thing. So you'll want to check that. I have all my toys and tools out here. Quite honestly, the cutest skid loader ever. And yes, I fit in there. All right, to the shop. And I have been busy. Here's another thing that I've been consuming, or that's been consuming some time, which has been wonderful. I've been getting a lot of milling done down in the log yard. I'll put another video, link to it up there. Wait a minute. Link to it up there. Check that video out. The ladder that I found, quite nice stone dressing table. We've been hammering out a lot of the stone for the back of the suite, but when we pop into the shop, yes, I haven't got as much done. Still have the obelisk there to work on. Dust collection. Doesn't that look heavenly? The shop. Oh, while we're here, projects will happen. I guess I did get this table cleaned off so you can move through here a little bit more freely. Huh? It's been a while since we've seen that. All right, let's get back out to those trees. Well, that's gonna call it for today. Running late. I was gonna surprise you with a couple of pots, but now that supposedly we are done with the frost and freezing, we can put some of these lovelies out. So the flowers for the containers and the pots are here. No matter what, it's still going to be beautiful at the gardens. Hopefully, I wasn't too down a little bit earlier. It just is what it is. That's not so much I can say. Really appreciate everybody who is helping along in this journey. It's not even a journey. I don't even know. Everyone's affected by this. There's no doubt about that. Everyone is, and to different degrees. I know things are not going to be exactly the way that some had wished or hoped that it was going to be here at the gardens. We are going to do everything in our power to make sure that we have a beautiful event. We're working on plans for what it means to have a safe event out here. It's just a lot. We're still waiting a little bit on direction from the governor on what they're going to allow. And once we have that, we'll have a better understanding. Another shot of some of those beautiful flowers. Wow, and the lawn always does look so beautiful in the evening light. There will be a time when it's full of people, not just birds. The birds are pretty. Barn swallows are back. Know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people that are struggling with everything that's happening. Plans are being changed. but I think, and every now and then we say small business is hurting. Small business is hurting, even if it's a big business. Those are people that are working at those jobs in big businesses, so they're struggling. They don't know exactly what's happening with them and how they're being affected. A thank you to, you know, all the essential workers that are out there, to the healthcare workers that are somewhat being overworked on the front lines, and to the healthcare workers that are furloughed because they can't work, to the mental health professionals out there that are helping and dealing with things that maybe they never thought they would have to deal with, but they are, and just all of the people that are continue to work. Reach out to any and all the vendors. I mean, I think about just, we're one small piece in a wedding here at the Gardens, and I think about the transportation companies that their buses are parked because they can't run, the caterers that can't cater. You know, they might be able to make a box lunch here or there for 10 people, but that is not going to sustain their business forever. And just all the way down the line of the vendors, reach out to them, understand. They may be hurting too. They may be not sure how to get through any and all of this, and your help and understanding, I think I say it all the time, love and understanding, lead with that, and that makes all the difference in where we're going in this whole pandemic. And in the end, things are going to be different, but when you lead with love and understanding, that makes a difference. So I'm going to probably leave, say thank you for hanging in there and watching the video this long. If you made it here, just understand that I really appreciate the fact that you watch the videos. I really appreciate that some of you have subscribed and you like the videos, but it means the world to me when you leave a comment. So when you leave a comment, just say hi, leave me a thumbs up, something, and that means the world to me, and I answer all of the comments that are left on the video, so would love to hear from you. And the last thing I'm going to do, I think it is, I'm not even sure what they call it, an in-screen or something. There will be a little square box that shows up down here after we watch the sunset, because it's going to be a beautiful sunset tonight. After we watch the sunset tonight, a little box will show up there, and it's a playlist from the Gardens of Castle Rock, their YouTube channel, where I've put all of the wedding videos that are out on YouTube down onto a playlist, and just watch those. Those help with that whole love and understanding. And maybe you might even notice some of the most beautiful weddings out here were weddings that didn't go as planned. So keep that in mind and take care. Best to you.